All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning into another episode of Mouthful. We are on season 4, y'all. Can y'all believe it's 4 seasons?
Oh, I've been looking at y'all face for a long time.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. And also join the conversation. Tell us your thoughts about what we're talking about. And also make suggestions on what you would like to hear us discuss on the show as well. And also make sure you head over to our website, mouthful-tv.com, and subscribe to our mailing list. There are going to be giveaways. We're going to be keeping you informed on everything that's going on with Mouthful. 2022 is going to be a great year for us, and we want to make sure that you guys are a part of it. So make sure that y'all subscribe to our mailing list. And also, if you have a business, a brand, anything of the nature that you would like to share with the people, make sure you join us on Tuesdays for Small Business Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on our Instagram at mouthful_TV. I would also like to introduce Miss Jessica with us today, all the way from the south side of Chicago. What's up, Git?
Hey,
Jessica is a daycare owner. I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us. She's a daycare owner and she is also an author. She has a book called Crime Poverty Kills. And I'm really interested to know what this book is about because I got a synopsis, but I want to hear it from the author's mouth because you can't do that all the time. Talk to authors and stuff.
The book, I came up with the book with me servicing a high-risk community and just looking around the environment. So Kind is a young girl growing up in the 90s. I'm an 80s baby. Growing up in the 90s during the drug pandemic.
Okay, 80s baby.
And 80s 41. She growing up in the drug pandemic. And she stays in the projects on the south side of Chicago. And it talks about a lot of things. It talks about how sometimes the church fails the community with being so judgmental and hurt people that's new and walking into faith. Then it also talks about how a lot of times in the early 80s, late 90s, that people were living in subsidy. And most of the time, like it was something in the book where I said that Bill Cosby was the only man that I saw go to work every day. It talks about how financial literacy was Section 8. Land literacy was Section 8 and financial literacy was welfare. So it pushed Kind into selling drugs because being oppressed, the only thing that she cared about was like the latest fashion and trend. That was just like a highlight of her life when you're being brought up in poverty. And it talks about how poverty kills. Like her brother got killed over a blue freeze pop. It talks about down low. It talks about her mom getting HIV from her father, not being treated. Yeah, so it talks about mental illness.
It just touches on everything.
It touches on everything.
Just give us a little bit of everything.
Yes, yeah. It's a good book.
That's definitely what we need, but we definitely appreciate you for joining us today and staying with us to discuss our topic for today.
I'm excited about it.
And you're cute too. I'm here.
Yes, because that ponytail,
Yes. I did. I was like, oh, okay. When I saw who the guest was, I went to go. I was like, oh, yes, ma'am. I got this ponytail back. This is my old
Hey. A classic never dies, though. You got them old faithfuls, you know what to rock. So
thank you.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your daycare as well.
So I tell a lot of people sometimes, a lot of people look at me like, oh, I want to be I want to do this. But I tell a lot of people sometimes we live in a day and age where people are copycats and they're not being authentic. And God has designed everyone unique to be themselves. And I'm the oldest of 8. So my mother said all that free babysitting paid off. So daycares is just something that I enjoy to do. And in today's world, daycares are the modern day grandparents and baby daddies because a lot of it is. And what bothers me is that you have a lot of Black people in the Black community, because I get all of my clients are mostly subsidy. They get paid off of us and don't provide quality service. And I know I'm saved and I'm a Christian, but sometimes being a Christian is when you're serving, when it's uncomfortable.
Oh,
Serving when not going to church, it's serving when it's uncomfortable.
you better say that. Come on.
Ooh.
So daycare is now, a lot of my parents need more social support. And if you make the parent strong, then you have a strong kid. So I love what I do. It's my passion. Sometimes it's draining, but it's definitely my passion. I believe in reaching back to pull other people forward, especially in my own community.
Now you say having a strong parent raises a strong kid. What about the bad kid? The parents bad too?
Let me tell you something. It's no such
thing. Jessica, you do not have to answer that question.
No, because I was a bad kid. No, I was a bad kid, and I kept getting whoopings. It didn't work. It didn't work. We don't believe in early intervention. We don't believe in mental health issues. A lot of those issues, some of us, living in low income, they have lead walls, which causes you to have speech delay, ADHD. So I don't believe it's a bad kid. And I believe if it's a good teacher, she can control the classroom and engage. Behaviors come from when people are not engaging with the children. I don't believe in. I've never had a difficult kid. And a lot of times too.
Have you ever had a kid with silver teeth in his mouth?
No, not in the South, but I'm opening up a daycare in Texas.
No, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna say that.
I wanted to ask you something though, because I do plan on opening up in Texas. I just don't know if I want to go to Oak Cliff, Mesquite.
Hey, come on to the cliff. Come on to the cliff.
Come to the cliff.
Come on to the cliff.
Come to the
cliff.
Come
to Fort Worth.
I want to go to a high community.
Come to Little Elm. No,
Little Elm is not high risk.
Go to Little Elm.
It's not Little Elm is not high risk. But it's a big Black community in Little Elm.
There actually very. But honestly speaking, Jessica, I think just your spirit and your background would do so well in the southern parts of Dallas, of where our babies are, our kids are, and what's needed. Not to say they're lacking, but to have an addition like yourself would be awesome. That'd be really good.
Absolutely.
Come on, Jessica.
Oak Cliff, South Dallas.
Okay. Come on.
Definitely. It's all about building up our communities. So
it is. And a lot of times when we make it, a lot of times people don't like to go back. And then they forgot that they were the same kid that grew up in that same community. So you have to go back. We have to, when somebody tell me they want to open up a daycare, I'm like, give me your email. I'm going to send you the information.
Yes.
Because we have to make each other strong. I remember
build each other up and support each other, because that not a lot of people do that. Somebody sees you doing something that they want to do, like that person withholds all the information. Like, no, you're not gonna do it. I'm trying.
We want to sell it to each other. We want to sell it to each other.
But I thought there was all room at the table for all of us to
and that
because it turns into a competition. Like, wait a minute. And I always say this on the show, if Black people realize what we could do if we just all band together.
Because when I was trying to get into the beauty supply business, I'm going to tell you something. They wouldn't even give me their vendor.
They won't.
They went. I deal with that. A lot of the vendors won't even sell to you. That's how locked in they are. They won't even sell to you. They'll say, well, you got to buy $15,000 worth of hair, and when they know you're just starting out, and then you have some of us that's trying to get into the
and they already where they making money, but they
not. I'm telling you, you going with this fast, like how much? They're like, I don't know that vendor. So it's hard.
Well,
I can imagine.
We definitely just appreciate you being on the show, staying for the topic tonight. And what I love to see is our Black melanated women getting it, brains and beauty. So with that being said, Jessica was the perfect person to have on the show tonight, because we are bringing something fresh and brand new with our girl, Cherie Tyler. We have a new segment, styled by Shantae with Miss Cherie Tyler, doll. How are you?
I'm well. How are y'all?
We are good. We are definitely glad to have you. And again, for our Mouthful family, this is a new segment that we're going to have where Cherie is going to come to us, giving us the latest do's and probably some don'ts of the fashion. So how to put it all together, what you want to do for the seasons, for the gods, for the girls and the boys, all of it. So we're super excited to have you.
Thank y'all. Thank you for having me on. I'm so excited to be a part of the family. Y'all have made me feel so welcome. Ease my nerves because I was all stressed out.
Like, girl, you good, honey. You good. All you need is Jen and Des to be petty, and then that loosens all of us up. So it's fine.
It does.
Okay, so let's get into this designer that I've been hearing about that you're about to tell us about. I'm just so excited. Who do we have today?
Today we have Miss Nom-T. She is from South Africa.
Oh.
Miss Nom-T started her brand in 2010. It is called Ujju Designs. Okay. She has so many accolades behind her. She went to fashion school. She was featured on South Africa. She's just an awesome lady, and I'm so excited to feature her on this segment of Mouthful TV.
That is awesome. Okay, so shout out to Nom-T. Now, she sent us a few looks, and we have one up on the screen right now. So tell us what you like. You know, give us your expertise on what she's giving right now.
Right now, I love the two different prints. It's made out of an African mini mat. And it's the two, you have the stripes on the bottom with like a peplum ruffle. Then the top is a totally different print. I love it. You could rock this look so many ways. Like you could do a blazer, you could do a shawl, you could do some colorful shoes. I would even do Chucks with a cardigan, you know. With fashion, I believe there's no rules. Like whatever your confidence is and what you're comfortable in, I say go for it. But I even put a little something right here for y'all to kind of see. Ooh, so when I was talking about, I got some flats. So like with this look, if you're on a casual day, you could do a flat. Cute. This is a cute little Michael Kors. Or when I talked about a colorful heel, cute Calvin Klein little.
Mm-hmm. Everybody loves a pop heel, you know, it's always fun.
It is.
I love
angles. You can never do angles. You know, colorful. Just to bring out that black and white, because black and white itself is just very classy, very, you know, you can do so many things. Also, I have a few statement necklaces right here.
So you could
always add some statement pieces with that. So, I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready.
Nice. We love it.
Put a cute little hat. Let's go. I mean, it's so many ways you can make this as informal and formal as you want, basically.
Right. And that's what I love. So the recap, if we wanted to go from just a casual stroll, maybe a date in the park, maybe brunch with the girls, and we weren't ready for heels, we could do like some cute Chucks, like you said, maybe a cardigan or a blazer. And then like you said, dress it up when it's the after 5, we're out to dinner for that dinner date. We're putting on our heels, maybe a statement piece necklace, and we're good to go.
Good to go.
That is awesome.
Can I ask the fashionista a question real quick?
Oh, it looks like we have a question.
Yeah. I got a question. Here go my question for you. So this whole thing, when I see, I see a woman that wears black, and then she has an all black dress on with blue heels. And is there something called color blocking? Am I right or not?
You are. Right or wrong? Spot on. Look at you. We gotta bring you on.
Yeah. I just asked you because there's something that I was taught growing up. My mom, she big with heels, big with dresses, so she taught me something called color blocking. So I said, I wonder if that's still a thing. That's still, I guess it's still a thing.
Oh, for sure. Right. It ain't went nowhere.
Everything just comes back. They rename it. That's all.
Yeah.
Definitely. Everything comes back around. Yes, it does. So tell the people one more time where we could find Nom-T's designs.
Yes, Miss Nom-T. And also the outfit is $85. Again, it's made of mini matte print. You can find her on IG at Ujju Designs, and then her Facebook is Ujju Designs 1, and her Twitter is
Gotcha. So in case anybody missed it, we have it up on the screen, and don't forget to follow us, Mouthful TV, where we'll bring you all the information needed for the segment. And Miss Cherie, tell us one more time where the people could find you and follow you.
You can follow me, and I didn't introduce myself. My name is Cherie Tylers, aka Styled by Shantae. I'm a hairstylist. I'm a salon owner. I'm a fashionista. I love all things beautiful. I'm a fashion stylist. You can reach me at Cherie_Shantae_ on Instagram. And I would love to help you. Also, if you want to be featured on the fashion segment, you can email us at mouthful@innovative.com. I'm sorry, mouthful@innovativeent.com.
All right, we love it. Thank you so much for being with us. This will not be the last time that you see Cherie with Styled by Shantae. So be on the lookout for everything. And like she said, if you want to be on the show and show your latest designs, anything that you have in the fashion industry, we want you. We support you and we love y'all. Thanks, Cherie.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Oh, thank y'all. Look, I'm gonna give me a piece and throw a heel on that beat. Hey, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for the fashion segment. I'm really excited about this segment because me, myself, I can't dress. And I try, and I'm gonna have to hook up with Cherie and Star, and we'll have to get this thing together. But don't forget to follow us on Instagram, mouthful_TV, for the latest updates on the show, to see everything that's going on, y'all. I am so excited about this topic today. It's cancel culture.
Say it one more time.
Cancel culture.
Okay.
I mean,
cancel culture.
Right.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Like, what do you got to do to be canceled? So let's. I'm kind of excited about this because it can go so many different ways. So let's kind of look at the definition of cancel culture. I have it pulled up right here. It's someone is removed from professional and or social circles from some bullshit they did.
Right.
We'll just put that out there. Basically, for some BS that they did. I mean, like, so in my opinion, we've had a lot of celebrities that have been canceled for good reason. Number one, R. Kelly, and we already.
I was about to say, call him out. You so bad.
Because we don't, because we don't mess with kids. I have kids. It don't even matter if I didn't have kids. Like, that's just something you don't do. I don't care unless they're 18. They're off limits.
Hey, Jen, let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you, R. Kelly really messed me up when I watched that show and heard that man say verbatim out of his mouth that
I didn't
he
do
loved his
stuff.
mama so much. No, he loved his mama so much. His mom, him and his mom would share a cup of coffee.
Yeah, a glass and the red lipstick, and
he will put. I don't even care
about it. And let me tell you something. And I understand what he was traumatized and maybe molested as a child or whatever.
I understand that, but that's sick.
But you're grown. I was molested as a child, but I don't let that affect my adulthood. I don't let that be the end all of.
No.
So
you don't let it define you.
So we're not going
to
make an excuse for that. Nope. And then I understand what you're saying, Fred, but
no. I'm saying that
they was canceled and rightfully so.
That's sick. Like I'm just saying, I've never heard somebody say he wanted to be with his mom. Like, I understand. I love my mama too, but I would never put my mouth. But in order, he said he put his lips on where her lips were to feel
her
like
lipstick,
he was kissing his mom.
So we're not gonna spend too much time on R. Kelly because we don't really want to give him a platform. We don't want to give him anything. But I will say this. We'll move on from that.
I got something to say. Go ahead. But now we
and then we'll go to. So I was talking to someone for a minute, and he explained to me at the end of the day, you're a grown man. You know right from wrong. You know exactly what to do and what not to do. There is no blame on anybody but yourself because you're a grown-ass man. So you gotta.
I agree with that, but there are other people to blame. I'm sorry, but those parents are weak as hell.
Oh yeah, parents as well.
Those parents were weak as hell. Now I'm not talking about the. Listen, those parents need to be held accountable too, because we're talking about a grown man, and you let the almighty dollar get you to where you're putting your child, in a predicament with some grown man stuff. Like, stop it.
Right.
Stop.
That's fact. That's fact, bro. That's fact.
I'm not making an excuse for him.
You from where he from, Jessica?
Yeah.
Right outside of Chicago.
My book talks about that too. About older men dating young girls. The dysfunction has been normalized. And that's why R. Kelly got away with it for so long, because the strongholds of generational curses where you don't say nothing.
Absolutely. And I'll be the first to say, I was a young, I dated older, guys when I was, 16, 17. So, it was normal. And you looking back on it, it's like, you sick.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm glad that he didn't allow all these excuses that he was making to prevent him from getting canceled, because he was definitely canceled.
But I do agree with Star.
I didn't do this stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely, Jess, for real.
For child endangerment, they put the kids in danger and they pimped them out.
Yes.
Absolutely. And that was because we were holding him accountable for his actions. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, all of the stuff that you did, right? Regardless of why you feel you did it, that was supposed to validate why you did it. Like, we still held you accountable for it at the end of the day. And I'm glad that we did. There were some people that were advocating for him and didn't believe it or whatever the case may be. But together we held that man.
And there are still some. There are still some. I have a family member who, and this was a while back before like everything came to light like this. She was like, I don't care what he did. I still love him. I still love his music. It's like, yeah, you're nasty in here.
No, you know what people are doing. You know what people are doing, and I'm not making an excuse for this. And let me go back to this point. What I wanted to say also is, yes, we all have a lot of trauma. When you are famous, when you are in the limelight, and you are one of the greatest of all time to do it musically, nobody could take what R. Kelly has done musically.
Yes.
If anybody says they was never stepping in the name of love or feeling on the booty or whatever like that, we all listen to R. Kelly at one point. You never listen to R. Kelly?
On the booty.
I said he talked about being the Pied Piper. He said the Pied Piper.
So that's
he bragged about it.
So, who the Pied Piper was. But my point to that is, when you have power and when you are in the limelight, what people allow you to get away with is different than little old us. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So he fed off of that and thought what he was doing was shit. Such and such knows, and they're not doing anything. But see, what happened is the generations grew as far as the movements that you have. You have technology, you had the Me Too movement, you had a lot of stuff that's coming into life. And now people are like, well, wait a minute. Let's really look at this and let's really talk about this. Some people want to talk about it for gain, and some people really wanted to bring it out in the light. But look at the documentary and all the famous people that knew what was going on, still chose to do music with him.
And they doing it too.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
So
let me ask y'all this.
And you know what's crazy?
Putting all of that into account, like, could R. Kelly ever come back from being canceled?
No, hell no.
No.
On the cool, bro. On the cool, bro. Hell no.
Ain't no on the cool. Hell no.
He's
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
And my thing is, I really hate that it took so long for us to get to this point to where we had to do a documentary, to where we really had to like get his ass in public to say, I didn't do this stuff. Like, I really hate it took. I really
Illegal should have been
You're
enough.
playing with my fucking life. I didn't do
like it just it's scary. Like you have to realize that it's still going on. There's so many more celebrities. There's so many more people in general who have
Playboy House
behind closed doors back in the day that didn't have access to what we have access to now. And it's just a matter of time until they come to the light and like there's going to be more. You're going to be like,
and to your point of, you said a family member,
not her,
not friend still listens to him. There's a lot of people that I'm sure still listen to him, because what happens, and this has happened with somebody else that was canceled, is they are separating the man from the musician.
Mm-hmm.
They're separating the man from the athlete, when athlete or the player, let me say, of whatever sport you're playing, from, you know, the individual, you know, well, that's not who he is on the field. That's not who he is on the court. You know, I'm just talking about his stats.
There's just
I'm just talking about his music. That's what people, you know, do.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie. I tried to listen to R. Kelly.
It's weird.
I tried to listen to TP2. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I said, let me see if I feel the same way. And it felt icky.
Some stuff I can't get. AJ number to number. I could not listen to that.
No, I can't listen to any of it anymore, because TP2 was my TP2 is my favorite album by R. Kelly. My best friend and
greatest.
We would listen to her mom because we were like in 5th to 6th grade, and her mom had the cassette tape, and that's all she would play whenever we went anywhere. That was our shit. That and Love and Basketball. We replayed that shit over and over and over, and I listened to it maybe a year or two ago, and I was like, it don't hit the same. It just.
So let me ask y'all like another question. So let me ask y'all this. So as Jen said, like, he won't be the last. There will be plenty more people that we're going to collectively decide to cancel for whatever mishap they have in their life, right? So do y'all think that idea or that mindset causes us to like make our relationships feel disposable? I feel like so many people treat those relationships as being disposable because of an idea of canceling somebody.
I think it depends.
You mean like personal relationships, business, like what relationships?
All of them, relationships, period. Relationships can.
I feel okay. So there are some things that are unforgivable, like some pedophile shit. That's unforgettable. And
an abuser like Kanye.
Abuse is unforgettable to me as well. I was in an abusive relationship, and I swear, if a man ever makes me feel like, no, you cancel, bye, I'm gone. There are just some things, mental, maybe because some people just weren't brought up on love like that, and I'm not. At this point in life, I don't want to teach anyone how to treat me, but at the same time, you have to kind of differentiate. Are you really messed up just because of how you were brought up, and you're like, if I see you trying, I can work with you. But if not, like, if you just if I can't see any change, no, like you're canceled, bye, you out of my life, I'm gonna block you type thing. Yes. But
I don't feel like a lot of people will even get to that point. I feel like it's a thing to cancel somebody, to block somebody. Like, we're so quick to cut somebody off without putting in the work to
that is true.
Build
That's true.
that relationship.
And I feel like it's healthy. I feel like that's very healthy, in a sense, because let's just take me
protecting your peace.
Yes, exactly. Let's just take that for. I've been through so much stuff. When I see like the first time I see you're gone, because no, I deserve good shit in the beginning. I deserve what your mental triggers are. I deserve to be treated right in the beginning, because I'm going to treat you right in the beginning because of the things that I've learned, on my journey.
Right, but here's the thing: like, you have to treat you can't treat people that of what you feel comfortable. You can't treat people a way that makes you feel comfortable. You have to make sure that you're treating people in a way that they feel comfortable.
Well, you have to learn people, right?
No, you're right.
Exactly, and that's what I'm getting to. Jen said, I need right in the beginning, right in the beginning.
No.
Maybe I don't know you.
Right. You have to learn people first. Now, that's
not
saying
and that's what I'm saying. Like,
is,
I'm not saying that I'm just gonna cut you off like that, but like the first sign of weird shit, abusive shit, like if I
you getting cut off.
Like, no, I was dating somebody not even too long ago. He grabbed me. I said, oh no, he grabbed me. I said, oh no, baby.
Girl, we're not talking about the abusive type stuff for pedophiles.
Yeah,
pedophiles, like y'all said, and abusers, like R. Kelly, you're done. Abusers, you're done.
Stuff like that.
But
we're not gonna do that. You're not gonna grab me. And
that shit is unacceptable.
Real hard through. I'm like, wait a minute.
That shit is unacceptable.
No, I'm gone. But my thing, no, like I feel like you can definitely work with, like, don't just cancel somebody because they called you 30 minutes late.
But
after they got off work, they probably
the block button is so easily accessible.
Like,
bro,
no, don't do that.
Go ahead, Fred.
Like, now, let me tell y'all something. Coming from me. Let me tell you something. Coming from me. I'm gonna explain something to y'all. Thing about it is, don't nobody want to learn each other's love language. That's number one. If you're gonna be with somebody, if you plan on being with somebody, nobody takes out the time to learn somebody. They so quick to want to put a title on something because they feel that they're entitled to have.
I like that. I like that.
You said somebody is quick to put a title on something.
Everybody now is quick to put a title on something because they feel
absolutely
that they're entitled
not.
to have.
I will say, as a young person, yes, because you know. I apologize, guys. We have a new dog. Yeah, I just have the kids watching her, so just please bear with me. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, people don't take out the time to actually get to know that person. It's just like as soon as somebody sees somebody do something wrong that they don't like, instead of having a conversation about it, they say, "Oh, you done." I think communication has to work both ways. If you take out the time to say, all right, boom, let's talk about it. Well, look here, I'll tell you what I don't like. You tell me what you don't like. You have to have that conversation in order for something. If you're gonna build, first off, build the foundation. If you're gonna have a relationship with somebody, build the goddamn foundation. Don't just sit up here and just, like everybody's so quick to say, all right, we about to fuck and get it over, and then we'll see where we go from there. And I'm speaking from the male side. So fellas, I'm talking to you because I know where we are mentally when it comes to, like, when first thing we see, we read with our eyes. We don't think about nothing else. We look at it, all right, bet. So all right, you a baddie. Let's see where you at.
That's the problem right
there. Because I feel like that's like lopsided to me because all relationships are going to start with the physical. Like, there has to be something to get me there to even want to get to know you as a person.
So we can't say,
I guess I think of it differently now.
Men that I'm not normally attracted to have intrigued me. So I mean,
wait, you said what, Jen?
Men that I'm not normally attracted to have intrigued me, and that, like, listen.
But that's usually how it goes. That's usually how it go though.
It usually, I'd say 93%, yeah, and that's a huge ass percentage. So yeah, you're right.
I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of married people, a lot of married people that I know, and they're like, man, well, my wife, she wasn't even my type at first. She wasn't my type, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Star.
No, I'm sorry. Generally speaking, I get what you're saying or whatnot. There's cases there. Nobody's story is the same. What I'm saying is what attracted me to my husband first was his look, his looks and how he approached me or whatever. He came with it. But, I'm like, okay, this is somebody that I'm physically attracted to. Then once I started to get to know him and decided to marry him, he's still a pest. But I still love him. But it's all about learning our love language or whatever. But, it is about protecting your peace too. And in relationship, right. I think nowadays we are so quick, or sometimes people can be so quick to see something that they perceive as a red flag when really it's just about learning somebody. Nope, you're done. canceled. Bye.
Absolutely.
And
exactly.
you have to take out the time to learn
Exactly.
each other though. That comes from taking the time out to learn each other.
Exactly.
Like a lot of if you're not taking out the time to actually, all right. If you like, it's an investment. It's work. Especially if you feel that person is worth it, that person, you know what I'm saying? Like especially when y'all get to know each other. Shit, if y'all take out the time, have that. For me, an uncomfortable conversation makes shit work because that means
Absolutely.
nobody's willing to have an uncomfortable conversation. Nobody's willing to have that.
We are now.
To lose her thought.
We are at this point in 2022. Damn, I was gonna say 2020. Then the pandemic and the COVID shot got me messed up. So like in 2022, yes, we are. So we're not gonna backtrack for you. So no, we are able to have those uncomfortable conversations now. But let me say this. Can we please and I don't, if you laugh, whatever the case may be. Let's stop blaming our zodiac signs on why we're not compatible.
I believe in the zodiac sign.
Okay,
I believe no.
Because I'm an Aries. I got Aries characteristics.
No.
Let me tell you something. I believe in it wholeheartedly. But if you really are vibing with the person and they show one sign of their sign, Cancer, and you're like, oh hell no, because you're this, you're a Virgo or you're a Capricorn or you're a whatever.
I'm not dating
gonna cancel them because of that. You know why? Because it does.
Cancers are getting canceled.
It does take work to be in any type of relationship. So we're not gonna do that. If they didn't do anything that really mentally messed you up or made you feel uncomfortable, we're gonna try to work through that. Let's start to work through that because.
But that's just what we are.
You're going to.
Everybody's looking for something or a reason to cancel.
Quick, because Jessica's been wanting to say something. I don't want her to.
Oh, go ahead, Jessica.
Okay. I will say this much. Being a business owner, when I first got started, I was 27. I had a tendency of firing people. Oh, that's it. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. No, I did. But with some deep reflection and prayer and everything, some people, I lost really good people along the way. So now I'm really, really patient and I try to invest because some people don't know how to, they have the passion to work for kids, but they don't know the textbook part.
Right.
So with me being a good leader, I have to invest in them. And a lot of people, since I went that route, instead of counseling and firing people, I have had more longevity with my staff. And I noticed too, people will stay with you and work with you if they know that you appreciate them.
And
but the old me and the Aries, that was the Aries in me. But I worked on that Aries part. Like, that's it.
But you learned your employees too. You learned.
So that's what I'm saying. Work with the people. Just because of
people is not always. Yeah, I believe that.
Like just because of your zodiac sign, you've read a whole bunch of damn horoscope. Your horoscope for the day tell you to break up with this nigga. Now you all alone looking crazy, and you probably really liked him, but your horoscope told you to break up with him today.
But some zodiac signs do have some characteristics.
Yeah,
they do. But can you work with them? Like, can you really sit back and
some zodiac signs?
Okay. Can you work with that? Okay, you know what? I kind of be doing some little messed up stuff too. So I mean, we can work that out. We can talk about that. We can work that out.
But type cancel like they wanted to cancel Ari, and I didn't like the way Lisa
cancel who?
The Ari, the little young. I don't know. She's an influencer.
Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox.
No, is that not Ari Lennox? The little one, the one that's with money bags.
Wait a minute. Hey, Ari, girl.
But wait a minute. Lisa Ray.
Because of the domestic violence comment.
But let me tell you something.
I'm with you.
I don't think I heard that.
She's a young lady.
And they're very young.
Yes, me personally, Lisa Ray is older than me. If I was in the seat as Lisa Ray, knowing that Lisa Ray from Chicago, she from Chicago, I would have personally reached out to her, you know, and tried to mentor her instead of trying to counsel her. Because sometimes—
Wait, what's that story? I don't think I've heard of it.
She was saying nobody cares if you get beat up, nobody cares. And I didn't take it that way, but let me tell you this. Our reflection doesn't require protection. You know, it's just what it is. Being Black, we are the most, you know, unappreciated, disrespected out of any other, you know, race. But a lot of times people don't realize that Black women have been put in the same, because we right there by the men. When you were going through slavery, we were right there too. And also Black women deal with the double jeopardy of sexism and racism. So I looked at it as, you know, Lisa Ray being older, I would have just reached out to her on the phone instead of trying to counsel the young lady.
I would have to agree with you. I don't disagree with that. It would have been nice to see somebody, and maybe she did. Maybe afterwards she didn't say, "Hey, girl, this is what I said on the show. This is how I feel."
They bash that girl all the time. You know? No older women bashes that. She bought the guy some land. They bash that young girl all the time.
The thing about it is, though, so she was
they bash her.
And
not the younger girls. The younger girls, I'm kind of
older women.
I'm 41 years old. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm like, I'm in my 30s. Hell, I'm 33. I look good. So I'm kind of like, I don't care. Like, I'm in the middle. So, like, I like Ari. You know,
but I'm not gonna bash a 25-year-old.
Me neither.
I have clients that's younger
because
than
I feel like there's so much that I can help with. I feel like there's some things I can help with.
Well, let me shift real quick to this subject. Still on Ari. I feel like, yes, cancel culture, sometimes we get just you're canceled, push the button, done, right? But also when does accountability come into it? Now, we all make mistakes. We all sometimes speak faster than we think. But if I'm not mistaken, Ari was an ambassador for Rihanna, right? For Fenty.
She took her off. Yeah.
Right. She took her off because what impelled you to go on and make the statements that you did about somebody's relationship, you know, domestic violence, and say, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear if your boyfriend's doing this or your man's doing this.
She took her off of that?
Because maybe I'm meaning to cut you off.
No, you
Hurry. I'm going to tell you something. I done did order protections before in Chicago. It don't matter. Mm-hmm. So maybe her experience with her getting beat up before, that nobody cared about her. And that was the reason why she responded. With her being so young, me being a little bit older, I would have tried to reach out to her to tell her to have some compassion.
So do you think Rihanna may have, you know, should have reached out to her and said, hey?
Well, with Rihanna, no, because it's her brand. But I think Rihanna didn't say anything, but with Lisa Ray going on and bashing this young lady, that was wrong. That's, to me, that was just wrong.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I apologize. What was wrong?
I think it was wrong because it's Lisa Ray. So what's the other? She from
Selena Johnson.
They from Chicago.
I've seen it like a time or two. Yeah.
But I've noticed that this is the second time that they have bashed this young lady.
Oh, Ari?
Yeah, she's a young girl. Just trying, but maybe.
And I'd be pissed off if an older woman was getting on my ass like that, because when I remember being 23 and 24 and me being out and me seeing older women pouring love into me when I look maybe down or out or whatever the case may be. Exactly. And they like, girl, you and I and older women have poured into me, including my mother, including my grandmother, including my, you know, older uncle who, you know, lives a different lifestyle. You know, including these women. Yeah, so I understand that, y'all. I don't feel like
need to be canceled.
I feel like the older generation should be more understanding. And they don't. Don't get me wrong. Like my mom and I, like, we bump heads. But then when I explain to her A, B, and C, okay, you know what, Jen? Okay, I see that.
That goes to what I was saying. Communication is key with everything. No matter
but I think
what
Kanye West needs to be canceled.
So that's the third time you said this, Jess. So go ahead and speak and get into it, because I've heard you every time you said it.
Sure.
So go ahead.
Sure.
Kanye West needs to be canceled. That's who needs to be canceled. Yes. I believe that he's an abuser. And nobody, yes, he's an abuser. He just like he did, Amber Rose talked about he had to take all these showers, just like he tell all Kim Kardashian, that was his wife, the mother of his kids. And so now that she done left him because she got tired of his tantrums, okay, he had a mental illness.
And people are mad at Kim for some sorts of reasons, and I don't really think they should be mad at her. And
he tried. He should have took his medicine. You know, all that stuff he said about his daughter, he's an abuser and he's a control freak. And he says whatever he wants to say. But
you know what? He wasn't like, Kanye wasn't that before his mom passed.
So
he said that Bush didn't like Black people. He was always rude. It's just that now he makes more money.
But that makes sense. Bush don't.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When he said that, he brought a lot of things to light. When he said back when the old Kanye went,
I agree with you.
It wasn't right, but he's always been like that.
He's always been like that. Like he always been like that. But that compared to now, after his mom passed, you've seen a total transition with Kanye.
Here's my thing. The thing with Kanye is Kanye hasn't done anything that colossal to get him canceled. I don't give a damn. Kanye.
All Black people, that was a choice to be in slavery. We keep making excuses for him.
Oh, I don't make no excuses. We
could have made them niggas' asses.
I'm on the fence.
I don't make no excuses, but I don't
make we could have made some niggas' asses. I mean, Nat Turner killed some folks. I mean, we could have really together as a force.
I just watched your interview with him, and he was like, "Yeah, I got a sex tape."
Now wait a minute. I understand. I get where you coming from, but at the same time, like, he really could have came. If we the white man really controlled us so fucking much that we thought that we were dumb and stupid, and we really could have came together as a force and beat them niggas' ass, and did what the fuck we needed to do. And that's just my statement. But I understand. At the end of the day, I understand.
Black people stick beside him, but he don't stick beside him.
Star has been trying to get this point out for me.
I feel that, Jessica. Come on, Star. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sis. I'm sorry.
No, finish your thought, whoever was speaking.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
He's still in his sunken place. I don't feel sorry for him. And Black people need to cancel him because we always want to have his back. And the moment that he do get away from Kim, he go get back into his sunken place again.
With the fucking white girl. Yeah, that kind of pissed me off. Kanye.
So I'm on the fence. Nigga. I'm on the fence. I'm not at.
I was available, nigga.
I'm at a point where I don't know
fried chicken and cook.
If I feel like we should cancel Kanye. Do I feel like Kanye has fallen off of the deep end with some things? Yes. Do I?
I'm not canceling Kanye.
Hold on, Jen.
No, go ahead. I'm just saying. I'm like, keep going, Star. I'm not canceling Kanye though.
I feel like Kanye is a creative, and he's so creative that his mind is like this. And he doesn't know how to pick it apart and how to come correct with something. So sometimes people thrive off and breathe more life when they get a reaction. Now, sometimes Kanye has said some things that you might not like the messenger, but the message of it is clear and concise. Not the slavery thing.
When he bashed women. When he
not at all. Right. And I'm not excusing that, but as a whole of Kanye, since college dropout, broken jaw, everything like that or whatever, we've seen Kanye go like this. You know what I'm saying?
Medications go off.
And that's why.
Yeah, but that's important to go what you're talking about in the community, right? When we talk about mental health and mental illness, and again, it goes into what you were saying, and then what I was saying, when you have that much power and you are on the top where you're that famous or whatever, a pill isn't going to do it. A pill isn't going to do it sometimes. And people don't know how to take everything that's in their mind and pick it apart. And when you have the wrong people
that's me
in your circle, that's just going to make it even more so just a shit show, really. You know?
That's
Absolutely.
me. And that's
especially
why,
when you're in the public eye.
Exactly.
Yes. That's why I resonate with Kanye, because I have so many.
You must be a Gemini,
head, bro.
You're a Gemini.
No, but you know what? I'm a Pisces. So is Kanye a Gemini?
He's a Gemini.
So here's the thing: Pisces and Geminis, when they're on, they are on.
But
they
wait a minute. But y'all, but see, the thing is,
Hold on, Jen. Hold on, Jen.
Go ahead, Jen.
Oh no. Sorry, I'm sorry. Was I being Kanye right now?
We see.
I'm so sorry. No, but you can't put like a label on this. I'm a fucking Virgo. We really perfectionists and we just kind of chill, calm. No, like there's in Zodiac, there's different risings. Like, no, when I'm passionate about something, I'm going to speak my mind. Like I done lost my train of thought now. I'm like Kanye be doing type shit. And it's like I my mind is like so many places at so many different times. And I don't know what I'm saying a lot of times. And I just,
it's like your mind goes a thousand miles.
It does. And like that's definitely something that I would need to talk to a therapist about. And I'm not ashamed about it.
And being in the public
I talk to a therapist.
Right.
I need a therapist.
Like there's something that's something that I need to talk to a therapist about. I'm not ashamed of that shit. No, you know, and I feel like Kanye, he's not done like 100% of the work, but he's maintained himself enough for us to be on the fence about it. So
Kanye knows what he's doing, but that doesn't that's not saying
he may not though.
Then so if you listen to a song,
I don't be knowing what I don't be knowing what I'm doing. Let me finish. Half the time.
But I'm talking about Kanye real quick. Kanye.
Okay, let's talk about Kanye.
If you listen to his song that he just dropped with The Game or whatever, and he throws out Pete Davidson, he throws out buying a house right next to Kim's house. He says that's what you do when you rich.
That's crazy.
Also talked about but what did I say though? I said he knows what he's doing though, but that doesn't mean that his mind still isn't doing this and he doesn't know how to pick it apart. See, what are we going to do? Are we going to bash the Black person and the Black man and say the Black community, you know, we always shun when it's health and we need this and that, or are we so quick to cancel and then just call somebody crazy? We have to pick apart.
I'm not canceling Kanye.
Oh my God.
Kanye ain't never put his hands on it. And there we go with the whole, when do you really cancel a person? Kanye ain't never put his hands on nobody. Kanye,
we don't know of.
Right. I'm not canceling Kanye, but we don't know.
I think he put the young lady through a lot. I think he put Amber Rose through a lot. I think he was really abusive.
Oh yeah, Kanye. Oh, personally, yeah, you wrong for that shit. Cause I like Amber Rose. She's still my girl, and I'm pissed off about what you did. Tag Kanye.
Wow. Listen,
I'm still mad about that.
You ready to
so
fight?
Do you think Bill Cosby should have gotten canceled? No.
No, wait, no.
I didn't follow the whole story.
No.
Bill
shouldn't have canceled him.
Leave Bill alone. Leave Bill alone.
So why shouldn't the bill got canceled?
And we just gonna leave.
Because it wasn't right.
How we gonna talk about the cancel culture, but we can't talk about the names that really affected the community of being canceled? So why?
Because he ain't do nothing.
He ain't do nothing.
I just want to know.
Because you know.
Because he worked
with
all.
That's where accountability. That right there. That's where accountability comes in. That's where accountability.
What you going to a hotel for with a married man? Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. That whole thing when it's accountability.
Because Bill Cosby was on something bigger, just like they canceled like Louis Farrakhan can't be on social media.
Right. So I haven't heard of it. I'm playing devil's advocate. So I'm just playing devil's advocate for means of conversation. So do we ignore the jokes that he made on stand-up about Quaaludes and giving women Quaaludes?
It was comedy.
Bill did that?
He was trying to be. See, that's what Steve Harvey was saying. You can't even be funny anymore.
No, I'm asking because I'm about to shift it to Dave Chappelle, so I'm making room for discussion. So
he should have been canceled.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, so let's go to Dave Chappelle and the cancel culture. How y'all feel about that?
Right. I fucks with Dave.
Dave did what needed to be done. That nigga went away.
I fucks with Dave.
Got his
Dave
break.
good in my book. Dave good in my book.
Yeah.
No.
Dave Chappelle. I seen Dave Chappelle like in the flesh. Good energy. I didn't meet him like handshake the hand like that, but very close. We love you, Dave. Well, me, Jennifer at Mouthful.
Let me ask my brother.
Big Stepper _ Jen. I love you.
Let me ask my brother from another, Des, being a part of the community and then hearing what Dave Chappelle said. Did you watch the stand-up? Let me ask you.
I definitely did. And I guess me being the person that I am, I'm not a very sensitive person. Mm-hmm. I was not bothered by it at all. And I think the whole idea of cancel culture is a matter of perspective. Like your experience in life and how you were brought up that makes you feel and react to certain things that you see, happening with these people that you don't have a choice but to see it because they're in your face all the time. And then, of course, the people in this cancel culture, right, they're going to nitpick every single thing and pick out parts to try to force you to cancel somebody. And that's my thing. Like, really, people were really talking so bad about Dave Chappelle. And me being in the community, as you said, like, I laughed. I laughed.
This nigga respects the LGBTQ community.
Well, honestly, and that's what I love about.
My point. That brings up my point of somebody that was unnecessary, that was canceled unnecessarily. And honestly, I gotta say, Janet Jackson for 2004. Absolutely. She was wrongfully canceled. Yeah, like they did her so wrong because of a wardrobe malfunction. And honestly, that goes to like, and everybody forced her. Everybody talked bad about her. Everybody talked bad about her. Everybody, I'm talking about they, and the whole thing, while that was going on, the whole thing with Michael was going on. So that was a double whammy for that whole family. So the fact that people, they take what they see, like it could be like just something small like that. Okay, that was a wardrobe malfunction. They took it that, they did that on purpose. She did that on purpose. That she meant to do that.
Exactly.
That's why everybody try to force you to cancel somebody.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
My kids were
everybody
there.
to me were there. That's what I'm saying. So like to me, the whole thing with Dave Chappelle, people took that as people to me they were in their feelings. Get the fuck out your feelings. It's like it's comedy. I'm like comedy, like that's me.
But get the fuck. But no way. Get the fuck out your feelings in 2022 is not the same as get the fuck out your feelings in 2003.
So who do you
get the fuck out your feelings?
No. Get the fuck out your feelings in 2022 is not get the fuck out your feelings in 2003.
I still say get the fuck out your feelings.
No, but no, it's not. It's not.
I have a
in
good
2003, get the fuck out your feelings was really get the fuck out your feelings, bitch. 2022, it's like get the fuck out your feelings. Excuse me? You don't care about my fucking feelings? How fucking dare you? I have feelings, bitch.
Jessica, give us one. You said you have one before we go into the word of mouth.
I got another one.
Go ahead.
So, why don't we know? I don't want to offend anybody. When we talk about counseling cultures but I think that we need to counsel out some of these churches. I do. Mm-hmm. I feel like it has become, well, what I did this summer, I'm gonna give you an example. This summer in Chicago, I saw, because the killing, the crime is just really bad. And so I went from 79th all the way to 47th, King Drive, trying to partner with churches for a before and after care, because I looked at it as it's a 2-for-1. I take care of the kids, you take care of the parents. And the only thing that they cared about was the money. And in the communities, when you go into these high-risk communities, you have 4 churches, not 1 or 2, 4 churches on a block, and in some of the worst communities. How about we start counseling some of these churches that want all the tax breaks and all this other good stuff, and the only thing they do is give out food, and they get paid to do that. So I say, let's start, let's hold them accountable. What about that?
I love it.
Absolutely.
When we ask people to give us ideas for new things to talk about, new topics, you just gave us one. So you're definitely going to have to come back for that part too, of canceling the churches and the church and the Black church and all of that. So yes. So thank you, Jessica. Hopefully you had a good time, which the way this segment went, I'm pretty sure you did. You were entertained.
And make sure you guys go purchase Kind Poverty Kills 2, available.
Yes, Amazon, hold it up.
Target,
hold it up.
Target, Walmart, Barnes and Nobles.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Support Black business, a good read. People just want it. Somebody really for the community. Instagram. Yes, tell us your Instagram one more time, please.
Jessica.Deanna.
There you go. All right. Well,
for you.
Cast mates, it has been another great episode, very lively. I'm pretty sure after we press stop, we still gonna keep it going. But don't forget, we definitely gonna keep it going on Instagram. So join us for the after show on Instagram. You see how live we were today, and we family, so we do that sometimes. But be sure to catch us. Follow us on all of our platforms. There's so many. So follow one and then you'll just get the link to all the rest of them. Mouthful TV. We're excited to have you. And what else? Small Business Tuesdays, every Tuesdays. If you know a small business, if you are, please come on the show. We want to showcase you. We love y'all. And until next time, don't cancel us though. Ooh.
Please don't.
Don't do that.
Bye, y'all.
Wait, you see on this side.
We out.